Hello everybody. In this video, we're going to give you an update about what's happening with immigration reform. Last week, the Democrats had a setback when they tried to introduce immigration legislation in the budget reconciliation deal. That was put on hold for now, but there are alternatives. I'm going to talk about this in this video and what we're going to expect next. But also, we're going to talk about the government shutdown, a possible government shutdown, and what it means specifically for immigration. As you know, immigration is federal, and a lot of these government agencies could be severely impacted if there will be a federal government shutdown. So what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side. Hello everybody, and welcome back to our immigration channel. This is a place where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration information, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help clients in all 50 states. In this video, we'll give you the latest news about immigration reform, what's happening, what happened last week, and where we are moving forward. And also we're going to touch base a little bit what could happen if there'll be a federal government shutdown and what it means for immigration. So let's start with immigration reform. Last week we were the closest in decades to creating a path for legalizations to millions of immigrants. This was going to be achieved through the process of budget reconciliation. It was up to the Senate parliamentarian Elizabeth McDonough to decide whether immigration provisions could be included in the budget reconciliation package. She decided that the Democrats' plan to revise and make changes to the immigration system to create a path for legalizations to millions through the budget reconciliation process was not allowed. While it was disappointing, the fight is not over yet. Democrats are now continuing, even through this week, to come up with alternative plans and proposals to present before the parliamentarian to see whether that can work and still try to push this in the budget deal. Some of the alternative plans are the following. There's an idea to change the date of the registry program. The registry program is a program that exists already for decades. Essentially, anybody that came to the United States before 1972 and has lived here unlawfully but committed no crimes, paid their taxes, could qualify to adjust their status inside the United States. One of the proposals will be to change the registry date, to move it further to a different date, more logical date, maybe 2010, maybe 2005. Whatever that date is, it will allow millions of people to adjust their status through the registry program. Another proposal that is going to be presented to her is change the date on Section 245I. Section 245I essentially is a program that already exists that allows people that have old application programs that were filed for them before April of 2001, and if they resided in this country before that date, they could qualify for immigration benefits even today. So for example, if you had a petition filed for you before April of 2001 by your dad, but you never took any action on that petition, or for some reason it never went anywhere, but now you're married to a US citizen, even if you came here unlawfully, you could still qualify based on that old petition. Well, if they change the date, instead of only allowing people that had a petition filed for them before 2001, move it to maybe 2010 or further, more and more people could qualify to immigrate to the United States. So registry and Section 245I are a few of the suggestions that are going to be presented to the Senate parliamentarian to see if she will be willing to reconsider her decision and still include that, include immigration under this budget reconciliation deal. But what if she says no? If she says no, there is an option to overrule the Senate parliamentarian, overrule and still go forward with immigration reform. The bottom line is that Democrats must show bravery. They cannot hide behind these procedural limitations. If they need to overrule the parliamentarian and move forward with immigration reform. What happened this week with the Biden administration proposing a new rule to protect DACA is just another example that they have the power to do more if they want to. And so we anticipate that something will happen, and of course we'll update you in this channel what is going to happen with immigration reform moving forward if the new alternative proposals are not going to be accepted. Now let's talk about a possible federal shutdown. It happened in the past, it could happen now as well. The Senate is expected to vote on a government funding bill, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, but some predict that there's not a lot of hope that this bill is going to pass. All federal agencies already put a notice of a potential shutdown. This happened in the past. The last time there was a government shutdown, the entire government was shut down for more than 35 days. Of course, Congress can always come up with short-term funding, but at the moment, nothing is clear. This week, the US House of Representatives passed a stopgap provision to fund the US federal government all the way through December 3rd, 2021. But nobody knows if this provision is actually going to pass in the Senate as well. That's why there's so much uncertainty. So, what's going to happen if there actually will be a shutdown? How it's going to impact immigration and immigration agencies in particular? We can learn this from the past, what happened in the previous shutdown. So, let's take a look at the different agencies and see how they could be impacted. Let's look at USCIS. USCIS is a fee-funded agency. They make money from the fees that we pay for the applications and the processing of cases. So USCIS will continue to operate. However, expect severe delays because this agency is interacting with other agencies that may not be functioning, like the US Postal Service and other agencies that support the processing of cases that we pay them to process. So when people do biometrics appointment, those results are sent, for example, to the FBI. If FBI is not going to work during the shutdown, results of clearance will also be delayed, and as a result, case processing will continue to be delayed. So while USCIS will remain open, they're not going to be able to catch up on cases because a lot of other agencies that they work with, like the Postal Service, FBI, are going to be shut down, and that's going to create even more backlogs in your cases. Appointments at USCIS offices and application support centers for fingerprints should not be affected. Those are going to remain open. However, processing of cases will definitely be delayed. We expect the backlog to continue to increase if in fact a shutdown will take place. Now let's talk about the State Department. The State Department, embassies and consulates should remain open during the shutdown. Once again, they're also fee-based. They're working based on fees that we're paying for their applications, so they should remain open during a shutdown. However, some passport offices may be affected because they are located inside federal buildings, and therefore processes of passports, renewal of birth certificates, and other important documents that is needed for immigration applications could be impacted if a federal shutdown will take place. With respect to the Labor Department, we definitely see an impact there because a lot of their applications may be considered as non-essential, so expect delays in perm applications, H-2B processing, prevailing wage requests, and many other online services that you will not be able to do if in fact a government shutdown will take effect. A lot of cases are being sent by mail as well to the Department of Labor. Those will definitely be stopped because of based on disruption in USPS processing, as well as physical staff at the Department of Labor are not going to be available if in fact a shutdown will take place. So when it comes to CBP and ICE operations, there may be obviously delays there with staffing, with less people coming to work. Borders obviously remain open, but processing delays are expected because of staffing issues. So overall, government shutdown is not good for immigration, but hopefully it's not going to happen. But as of the recording of this video, things are not looking promising. So once again, hopefully this information was helpful. I will continue to report updates on immigration reform and any other updates that could be beneficial for you guys as well. So thank you again for watching. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.